that's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And being a world's best speed eater, I'm done first, so we can sit here and watch Bob eat while we talk. But I wanted you to know, I put up on Facebook, I put up a deal for your birthday, and I had over 500 people come back tell Bob happy birthday.
Oh, be damn. Well, thank you, Tom.
And and then a couple days later, I put up the Patty one. And again, I had over 500 responses to that, and only one person was negative.
Absolutely.
One person.
Absolutely. One person.
Yeah. She said that, well, that was all proven a fake. There was a guy down there that made tracks, and he left those tracks everywhere. Every track you ever find, he left. Let me tell you a little bit about Ray Wallace. That was 1958 that he left tracks, and it was called the Jerry Crew incident. And Jerry Crew found those tracks on the 25th of August.
See, a lot of people don't know nothing about Jerry Crew.
No,
I mean, not Jerry Crew, but Ray Wallace.
Yeah. Well, Ray was on the 25th of August, he was in Costa Rica. So you tell me how he made tracks in Northern California on the 25th of August when he was in Costa Rica.
A lot of people don't even know nothing about that.
No, they certainly don't. He never returned to the States. He got back on the job on the 4th of October.
I'll be gone.
1958. And then, of course, you guys, it was 9 years later. That was 1967.
Yeah.
And Ray Wallace ended up, he was living down Navabine. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, that's where he passed away, was down there. He had an animal farm down there for several years.
Well, I heard that he had an animal farm down there.
Yeah.
And
Of course, after he passed away, they found those same fake feet that he used in California, because he did leave a lot of fake tracks. But the reason he did it is they were working out of camp, which means that they would go to work on Monday morning, come home on Friday night, and stayed in camp all week in between. And after those tracks started showing up, and then tires were thrown down in the canyon, barrels of fuel were thrown down in the canyon, he couldn't keep help. Okay, and so the only ones that wanted to work were the Indians from the Hoopa and the Yurok reservation.
they knew that.
Yeah, so he started making tracks where he would get caught, because then he could say, "Oh yeah, I made those. Yeah, that's all just fake."
Oh.
That's why he did that.
I'll be damned. I never realized that's the way he did it.
Yeah, and if you look at the difference between the tracks he made, the toes are little stubby things about like that, and they're square.
Oh yeah.
And every track looks exactly the same. And there was a university professor looked at your film. Could I get just a little more time? Yeah. And
Is that okay?
he said, it's obvious these, looking at the castings of Patty's tracks, he says, it's obvious these are fake because they're all different. And I looked at that and I said, if you knew the first bloody thing about tracking, you would know that if they were the same, that's when you would be suspicious.
Yes.
Because every time you put your foot down, it's different.
Makes a difference.
Yeah. So we just like to say hi. What do you want us to tell people, Bob?
How do you shut it off?
Just press that same button.